They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He'll get this to Jay Kumaro. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Second and 5 now. Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Still going. And there he goes again. The 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Packers getting ready to go back at it offensively. We talked earlier about Aaron Rodgers and another sensational season for him. Look, what was weird the last 2 years was looking at the playoff picture without the Green Bay Packers. Well, they're going to be back playing meaningful football this January, double digits in wins again. And I think for Matt LaFleur, if there was a rookie coach of the year, he'd certainly be in line for that award.
And he should be in line for the award just to be coach of the year. Remember, this team didn't make the playoffs last year. So much discussion in the offseason. Would he mesh with his quarterback, Aaron Rodgers? And how would a young coach like him take over a team and guide that locker room? Well, heading into the downstretch of the season, he had his team at 11-3. That's pretty phenomenal. Not only that, in the proud history of the Green Bay Packers.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And his throw is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Jones. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 22. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. On first down, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, past the 20. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. The bottom line is Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
Now Wilson on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit.
He's got him in, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Wilson, forced out to his left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. 30, 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Myers connects on the PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So we've reached halftime here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Rodgers to throw again. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 39, Wilson steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Breaks through the contact. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Now it's Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 57 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fact. He's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
is one of
she's
our guys.
singing too.
No, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Get ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something out there. There got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. On first down, Rodgers. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Rodgers now on first down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Packers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. Rodgers going to throw. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to...
It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. 42.
A second down carry for Procise. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking middle, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now it's Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson going to hand it to Prosise. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Wilson buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
We got this.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the... man, it's caught inside the 10. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with him. Steps away. And he's going to keep it. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is mad.